Okay, after I just do a couple of those little small movements, then I'll go ahead and he's doing really good. He wants to get a long neck for me. And I'm allowing him to gently pull the reins. Now, as he starts to pick his head back up, I'm going to put him in a shoulder 4. Shoulder 4, right about here. Let him slow down. Whoa. And then I'll come down here, do a soft shoulder 4, and turn it into a traverse. Traverse. And that's where he's stiff. I'm looking for a stiffness. I'm looking for where aren't we supple, where aren't we soft. I'm looking for it. When I find it, I'll just sit here and hold it and do like Pilates. Let him work with it until he softens and softens. Yeah, Beatrice, you can go get your horsey out. Softness. This is where my stiffness is at, right here. So he's stiff on the right. I'm going to sit here and hold it. And Sydney, this is what you'll be doing with your little Arab. You're going to find his stiffness. When you find it, you're going to hold him in it. Hold him. Hold him. And this is it. So now that I've found it, I'm going to keep it in the counter bend. And again, work on just a little bit of a walk pirouette with a counter bend, because this is where I'm stiff. And this is okay. So I'm going to hold the counter bend. Now I've got a true bend, changed rein. I'm going to hold the traverse. Good boy. Now we're dropping the head. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the relaxation, for him to drop his head and lower his head. And once he does that, that's his reward. He gets to walk. I worked out that stiffness that he has. Once he feels softer, he drops his head down. That's his reward. Take my whip and I'll rub on him. That's like petting him. Sorry for the sniffing. All right, I'm going to collect him back up again, pick up my reins. I'm it. I'm the two-legged you got to join up with. Okay, hold him in a soft shoulder 4. Whoop, got some stiffness there again when I move him up into his medium walk. Whoop, little stiffness, here we go. And I find the stiffness because he wants to pick up his head. Anytime he picks up his head, that means he's stiff. Here he goes. He's kind of hearing the horse coming out of the trailer. So that's just because of noise. Remember, all the time, try to keep your hands together, horse together. Don't let your hands get wide. Good boy. As he wants to drop his head, I allow him to drop his head and let his neck get long. Good boy. And you notice that my cadence, actually not cadence, but my tempo stays the same in the walk. It hasn't changed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same cadence. Just like the... I know. He even snorts in timing. Good boy. Lengthen that walk. Come over here so she can get in. A little bit of shortness there in his right hind. Oh, there it is again. Ask again. Ah. Shorten, it didn't lengthen. He picked up speed, but he didn't lengthen his stride. So I come back to my 2 mile an hour. And he says, who's that sexy girl over there? She's cute. He was a stallion until he was 4, so he does know what mares are. And he hasn't forgotten. Good boy. You did good. Can you scratch up the wither? Good boy. But the tempo, you can hear it. Dun, 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 dun. The tempo stays the same. Yeah, she's talking to you. Those old silly mares. Hold him in a shoulder. Shoulder out. Soft. There we go. Still want to keep the same tempo and just lengthen the stride. We're quickening. I don't want to quicken, I want to lengthen. All right, we're still quickening. I'll use humming. Just gets his head back up, so he goes back into shoulder out. Turn it in to a traverse. There we go. There we go. Come on, hold it. Good boy. I know, she's cute. You can't do nothing for her anymore.